Hey there, scary people, and welcome back to the One Scary Woman YouTube channel, where we are going through the process of producing a feature film this year. So today what we are going to talk about is putting together your budget. So yes, we are at the point where you want to start to seriously think about and map out your budget. Now, budgets can look all kind of ways. So I have definitely seen templates for large scale productions that are huge. I think one budget for a television pilot that I worked on was about 80 pages long. That's how many different things they had broken out. Now, if you're an indie producer, this is your first time doing it, as I'm guessing most people watching this, that is the case. Your budget's probably going to be a lot simpler than that. That said, it's not an area to sort of shirk your responsibility and not worry about writing it all out, because you want to make sure that you know exactly where your money's going and that you've given thought to what you need to spend money on. Now, on bigger budgets, the budget is divided into above the line and below the line. So what that means is above the line, typically, not always, but typically it's going to include the screenplay, so the screenwriter's salary, the director's salary, the producers, and the main actors in the cast. So this is considered the above the line talent. Now, below the line is basically everybody else that is working on the film. So for larger budgets, this is usually how it's broken up. Now, if you are going this indie low budget route, you might actually be doing a lot of these different jobs yourself, and you might be doing them for free because you're working for yourself. So unless you've raised money from an investor and you've written a salary for yourself into this budget, you might just be doing it for free if you're using your own money. So for some of you out there, that might mean that you're producing, you wrote it, you're directing, you might even be starring in it, and it might save you those costs. But if not, if any of these are people that you are actually employing, make sure to factor that into the budget. And of course, make sure to talk with them up front, so realistically, you know what is going to be expected if they sign on, so that they don't wind up walking out the door later on. Now, in terms of anyone else that you're going to have that below the line, as I believe we've talked about in previous videos, it is possible to go pretty bare bones with some of these productions. As long as you have a cinematographer, a lighting person, a sound person, you can probably get away with just that. But again, this warrants a conversation now so that you know what kind of salaries, if any, people expect. So maybe they don't expect a salary, maybe they expect something down the line. Just make sure you're fully aware, and if something is expected, have a clear timeline on when that money is supposed to be paid out. This is definitely an area where you want to think a lot in terms of mapping out this budget of freebies. So what freebies can you get in terms of location, any donated food, any other kinds of donations that you can get that will help to bring this budget down. Start to list out everything that you're going to need. So that does include food for each shooting day. Equipment. So are you working with someone?